prosecution in its opening statement said that the evidence, by the time he is done, will be crystal clear that Granville Ritchie killed Felicia Williams. Respectfully, members of the jury, the evidence has shown and will continue to show in the evidence that's being presented here today that it is not crystal clear that Granville Ritchie harmed Felicia Williams. What is crystal clear is the fact that Felicia Williams is dead. What is crystal clear is that Felicia Williams was killed. What will be further crystal clear after you hear evidence today from Dr. Anderson is that the perpetrator, the person who killed Felicia Williams, could just as easily be a woman as it could be a man. What's also going to be crystal clear after you hear the rest of the evidence is the fact that there's no evidence suggesting that a sexual battery took place. Members of the jury, the evidence that I'm going to present to you today is going to be brief. The fact that it's brief does not mean that it's not important. You will hear from two witnesses in the defense case. One is Dr. Anderson. Dr. Anderson is a highly qualified, very experienced medical examiner. He has examined the evidence in this case, and he will render his opinions as to the manner of death and as to how and who may have committed the murder. The second witness that you will hear from is Detective Kelly. The reason Detective Kelly is testifying is primarily for impeachment purposes, for two particular areas. One area that he's going to talk about is the statements that were made the morning of May 17th by Felicia Williams' sister, who testified here in court. And the statement that she made to him on that particular day is that about 1 or 2 days prior to May 17th, Ebony Wiley was in a car as Felicia and her sister were walking down the street, at which point Ebony Wiley pulls up, is cussing at them and yelling at them. And he'll talk about the statement that was made. Now, it was denied in court, so it's being offered as impeachment evidence to show that in fact, that statement was made. Secondly, he will testify, as you recall, there's a NOAA report. And he'll testify about the information that he provided to the NOAA expert. And he will testify about the fact that he received the NOAA report, he's reviewed the NOAA report, and what have you. And the importance of the NOAA report and his testimony as it relates to that is that it's been suggested by several witnesses in this case that the NOAA expert not only says that the most likely spot that Felicia Williams was put into Tampa Bay is on the southeast corner of the Courtney Campbell Causeway, it's been suggested by witnesses that the report also says that it's equally likely that the body was placed on the north side of the causeway. And Detective Kelly is going to indicate to you that that's not what the report says. The report says that the most likely place is on the southeast side of the Courtney Campbell Causeway, and that it is also probable that it could be on the north side, further to the east from where the body is found. This is important for purposes of the fact that the soil samples that are collected and the leaf samples that are collected are not collected from the area where NOAA suggests that the most likely location of the body being placed into the water. So it's important because the state basically is presenting and suggesting to you that the leaves and the soil from the location of where Felicia Williams was found is what ties Granville Ritchie to this case. And I'll talk more about that in closing argument. I can't talk about it now. But keep an open mind. Listen to the remainder of the evidence. Once the evidence has been presented, the court will instruct you on some law. We'll then be back tomorrow morning. Both sides will have an opportunity at that time to argue about the facts and the law and why, for my purposes, why not guilty as in each and all of the counts against Granville Ritchie is what justice demands. Thank you.